Welcome into our CBS 17 digital desk. I'm here with our Russ Bowen. Russ, it sounds like we just had a big announcement come down in regards to next year's election here in North Carolina.
Yeah, it could actually affect where you vote, what district you actually live in. So I'm going to give a little bit of history.
Please.
You might recall back earlier in the year, a big story out of this U.S. Supreme Court involving a case from North Carolina where folks challenged how those maps were drawn, and they claimed that they were gerrymandered to a certain point, that it was unfair. So the courts came back, the SCOTUS came back and basically said that the federal courts can't really intervene when it comes to states or state legislatures drawing maps that are gerrymandered. So there was another case that was heard by a 3-judge panel, and they just came down with their ruling, and we're still filtering through that 350-page ruling. But essentially, they ruled in favor of those who were fighting against the 2017 maps that were drawn by the North Carolina Republican-led legislature. And they essentially said, you've got till the middle of September, I think it's sometime around September 18th, to redraw those maps, which means they have to be redrawn before the primary in 2020. So there's a lot of work to do all of a sudden.
Okay. So now, to be blunt, why do people around here care about that?
Well, they're going to care for several reasons, because gerrymandering has been a hot topic across the nation for some time, right? We've seen several cases go before the U.S. Supreme Court. Some of those cases have been sent back down to the lower courts. This is a particular case that's been settled by a 3-judge panel, certainly lower than the U.S. Supreme Court, right? So it's going to set a precedent, is what will happen. And so will other states follow this? Will you be voting in a different district than you're used to? It also matters moving forward when districts are redrawn by whatever party rules the legislature. You know, if it's the Democrats, they sort of favor in their favor. And if it's the Republicans, they tend to draw them in their favor. But the court said today that they agreed that in this last case of 2017 that it violated the state constitution. It just went a little bit too far, or a lot too far, according to some. And they've got till the middle of September to redraw those maps.
So we've got until next year. So this next.
Till the primary in 2020.
Okay. So a lot of work to be done.
A lot of work to be done, and a lot to read going forward with this.